Hello, everybody. Change the angle of the camera. Woo. Hello, how you doing? Curtis Johnson, you are definitely first. Ain't nobody can argue that. Myra, Mr. Skankadank, Tony, Joshua Desoriers. I can't even pronounce half of these names. Sometimes I'm just bad at names. North Country of Grid, haven't been able to get in here. Thank you so much for being here nonetheless. Wow, it's amazing how fast this room just fills up. Slims X, Slick Rick, Alejandro Doncel, Jesus is My King, O'Neill Mikado, Sal Leone, Doug Larrabee. Thank you so much, everybody. And if I haven't mentioned you, I will definitely get to you later on in the video. Puppy99, Joe Pippi Sit. Okay. Daryl Paz, John Wright, and King James. So you probably saw the Todd Hendricks. What say you all? 7 the Cave on the Border. Exactly what I want to talk about. I want to give you proof that this is an actual invading army. I want to wait till the room fills up. I was listening. I just got back home from the White Mountains, and for inspiration, I listened to news talk radio, and got some really great ideas in my head that I want to share with you. DeLone Voice, it's about time. I haven't seen you around here. I hope everything's going well. I know we talked last, DeLone Voice, and I hope things are going better. Let me put on my reading glasses. It's funny. You get a little bit older and your eyesight goes. I'm 56 years old and never had to wear glasses before. And sometimes I wake up and my eyes are okay. Sometimes they're just like, wow. This is definitely an invading army, folks. You know, throughout our history, when an army comes to conquer, not only does it come shouting the violent rhetoric, but it also displays the flag of the country that sent them, the conquering country. This army that is walking up through Mexico, utilizing the excuse that they can't find a job in their own country, and their country, you know, abuses them. It's just a bad country. It's it's crime ridden. It's corrupt. They're holding their own flag. The country that they're claiming is so rotten, they're holding up their own. I wanted to cuss. Their own flag. Coming over here, not to ask. Not to ask for help, but to demand it. There's a lot of people around the world that are hungry, can't find work. And it's really unfortunate. But I ask this question, how many in our own country are having a hard time? How many of you are having a hard time financially? I know I am. I know some of you must. Does that give everybody else in the world, because they are having a difficult time, a right to your wallet? The news media outlets will spin it as though we're in fear of their nationality, their race. But that's a smokescreen. It's about the money. They're here for your money. And the effing corrupt politicians will mandate it by law, by the point of a gun, by the threat of jail time, that you, with all your financial problems, must contribute to these people. Oh, you won't know you're contributing, but next year your taxes will go up a little bit here. They'll go up a little bit more there. Some on this bill, some on that bill. A little bit more on the gas, a little bit more on the electricity. And you're helping these people. These people are not coming here to ask for asylum. They're here to steal it. They are an invading army. They are holding up the flag of the country they represent. And that is the flags of their countries. I don't see them burning their own flags and holding up an American flag saying, "We love America, please help us." I don't see any of that. In fact, I see the opposite. They're holding up their own flag, shouting vulgarities while burning our flag on the way here to demand help. That is an invasion, folks. Regardless of whether they have guns or not. And if we don't stop this one, we will not be able to stop the next one or the one after, which will be larger incrementally. We need to do what's right. We need to stop this. I, for one, do not mind legalized immigration, but I can't have my country stolen from me. I can't be coerced into charity, giving to charity. And it's not charity, it's just higher taxation. Imagine that. Holding up their own flag while saying they're running away from their country that has abused them. We're all immigrants. And everybody keeps throwing that up in the rhetoric. We're all immigrants. Let me tell you something. We're all immigrants. But the immigrants of yesteryear, how my parents got here, how your parents got here, maybe your parents got here from Germany, maybe they got here from Russia, maybe they got here from Israel, maybe they got here from the UK. But when your parents' parents got here, they weren't expecting a free handout. That is the difference. They wanted to work and build something. They wanted to become Americans, not come here and change this country back into what they claim they're running away from. That's the difference of the immigrants in the 20s, the 30s, and even before that. They wanted to assimilate. They wanted to become America, not these people. They want to take over America. They want to change this country into what they're claiming they're running away from. All the while dictating to us, reprimanding us, and telling us how to think and talk, what we can say and what we can do, what is right and what is wrong. The Democrats are behind this. The timing is impeccable, just in time for the midterms. It proves to you they will sacrifice their country, this country, your country, just to get back in power. The condition of the country is irrelevant to them. All that they care about is being in power, in control, and running people's lives. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted boy, there's only 99 people in the room today. Everybody must be at church or something. I might have to repeat my little rant as the room fills up. Daryl Paz in the house. Dave Flom. Timothy Brown. John Wright. King James, Scotland. Todd Hendricks. Myra Dillahunty. Chance S in the house. Richard McCorkindale, thank you so much for being here. Maxwell Fenstermaker. Can 7,000 people invade 300 million of the best armed civilians? The best armed civilians, if we're allowed to utilize those arms, no. So much as a bullet gets shot on that border. That's what they're hoping for. The Democrats are hoping that somebody's going to get hurt so they can blame the Republican Party, so they can blame Trump. They're praying for it. It'll be like a mini false flag. Mark my words. There can be no other reason why these folks were sent here. They're attempting to make us conservatives look bad. Seaway 44 in the house. Thank you so much. Silver Wolverine. Puppy 99. Jojo, thank you for stopping by. J Nuts, first time view here. Thank you for your video, sir. Well, I hope you caught my rant for the people who just started getting in here. If not, I recommend after this video ends, I really recommend you at least listen for the first 10 minutes of this video. Okay, if you missed it, come back and watch the first 10 minutes of this video. I'm discussing the army that's coming up from Mexico. And that's exactly what it is. I'll repeat myself. Now there's a few more people in the room. Throughout history, an army always displayed its flag, the flag of the conquering nation. There's no difference between this army that's coming up. They're holding their own flag. They're not burning their flag of the country they claim has mistreated them. No, they're holding up their flag in reverence and burning ours. Imagine that. We seek asylum while holding up their own flag. Yay, Nicaragua. Oh, I need asylum. Let me put this away first. Yeah, they abuse me. The criminals, yeah, MS-13. Take a look at some of the video online. Take a look at some of the video, the effing video online. They're leaving their country because they've been abused both politically and financially and socially. They're leaving their country, claiming all that mistreatment while holding up the flag of their country and while burning our flag on their way here to ask us for help? No, they're not here to ask for help. They're coming here to demand help. That is an invasion. This is how the Democrats import voters, by the way. You got some counties, some cities that were just neck and neck, that barely edged out and won. All they need to do is say, okay, we're going to throw 3,000 of them in that county, throw another 3,000 of them in that city. Boom, we just got two more locations in our pocket. Give them some free welfare. Let them know the Democrats gave it to them. That's access into my wallet, by the way. Stiff Stackler in the house, Little Red Pony. Thank you so much for being here. O'Neill Machado. Big bank, little bank. I got in a fight with a guy at work over this because he is from Honduras and says they have a right to come here. What right? They have a right? What he's saying is they have a right to get stuff because they fucked up their own country. I'm going to say it like it is. They effed up their own country. They love their drugs, their cocaine. Their country is taken over by drug lords. And now they won't come over here and turn this country into the shithole that they are coming from. Just because you're poor doesn't give you a right to my wallet. In order to create more Democrat voters, you got to understand something. There is no such thing as welfare from the countries they come from. There is no welfare from the countries they come from. You do know that, right? So when they come here, we so much as give them a nickel. It's like heaven. Who gave me this nickel? Whoa, the Democrats? Oh, I vote Democrat, and yeah, I vote Democrat. They get nothing from their country in so much as welfare. Did you know that? Many of them live in the streets in cardboard boxes. I feel for them, but they're being used. So anything they get from us, they're going to love. So much as a nickel. And all the Democrats have to say is, we gave it to you. Oh, okay, okay. And then the next election comes. Conservative wants to ring in spending, wants to make government smaller. And one's offering free stuff. Oh, I go with them. I go with them. They give me stuff. That's how it works. That's how you import voters. Because constantly, every day, people are walking away from the Democrat Party. They're losing voters. They need to import them. Tail 7, I do listen to Stefan every now and then. I like him. He's kind of like a bald guy. I like him. He's okay. I listen to quite a few people. I think there's a lot better YouTube channels than mine. So I kind of look towards them for inspiration as well as education, by the way. But our country's being taken from us. And you got a lot of people that think, oh, they have a right here. And they're trying to confuse the argument by saying, oh, you just hate Mexicans, you're afraid of them, and it's a race thing, it's a race thing. No, it's a money thing. How do we support them? How do we freaking keep supporting them? It's the government does not pay for nothing, folks. It is taken away from the people who work and then redistributed. Government just talks. We need to help them. We need to help them. We need to help them. But they don't actually do the helping. It gets mandated, regulated upon the taxpayers to help. That word help, I just flippin' hate that word help. That word help, if you really analyze the word help, it means both parties coming together, the one in need and the one who's going to contribute. Together, they create a resolution. That's called help. When I do it myself or one side does it themselves, that's doing it all. That's not helping. To help is to join teams, to contribute. These people do not want to contribute. It's funny, Veritas files, government should be 3%. It's funny, God only asks for 10% tithings. God can do with 10%. Yet the government taxes us 50%. Isn't that amazing? Just something, food for thought. And I say 50%, that's just an approximation. I want to see some of the comments here. What do you guys think about this? What do you really think about this? Am I alone in thinking that our country is being taken from us? Am I alone to say that these poor immigrants are being used as fodder cannon, whatever you call that? Am I alone thinking that the Democrat Party's purposely trying to ruin the country? They can care less about their constituents, by the way. Am I alone? Robert Lichtenberg, you're just a little bit ways down the road from me. Well, we can't shoot him, George Taco. We can't. You know what kind of freaking political nightmare? We'll freaking lose the election like that. Trump is in a no-win situation. His only hope is that the Republicans and the conservatives stand behind him regardless of what he does and recognize that he is in a no-win situation. That's what's most important. Recognizing, hey, this guy can't, if he goes left, he's going to get ridiculed. If he goes right, he's going to get ridiculed. We just need to stand by him because his intentions, remember Clinton, she didn't intend to break the law. So we just need to stand by Trump because we know his intentions are good. We need to get out and vote and bring whomever is with you on that day to get out and vote, whether it be girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, spouse, brother, sister, or just next door neighbor. Get out and vote. Because I can tell you something, these freaking people are going to take your votes away. All the other illegal aliens where there's no need for IDs, they're going to freaking take your votes away. They're going to vote. You can rest assured they're going to vote. This leads me to my next subject. In Texas and in a few other states, there has been some complaints by early voters that the voting machines are changing the votes. They're voting for person A, but it's changing it to person B. And it's been verified that this is occurring throughout Texas. I'm concerned about that, but I'm also concerned about the bigger picture. I think the Democrats are going to lose so badly that they are going to utilize, if they haven't created this problem themselves, they're going to utilize this problem as a way to stop the election or a way to postpone the results of the election being deployed, being set in stone. I wouldn't doubt it if the Democrat Party purposely sends people in and are instructed to claim that their voting machines are changing their vote. That way there can be a big controversy after the night of the elections. Another false flag, so to speak. I just saw this today, and I couldn't help but noticing the 2 times I'm hearing about the voting machines in 2 days. All of a sudden, boom, perfect timing. Just got to keep our eyes open. Just got to keep our eyes open. What the hell's going on? And I don't think this is the last bag of tricks they got before the election. They aim to tarnish the Conservatives and Democrat Party. I'm sorry, they aim to tarnish the Conservatives and the Republican Party. And I just don't think they're finished with their bag of tricks yet. I think there's more to come, much more to come. And by the end of this new week, we're going to see the shit hit the fan politically. For those who want to see some silver, I'd be more than happy to show you a little bit of silver. I got some new coins in. Perth Mint coins. Actually, someone told me a trick to cup the coin. He said cup the coin and the coin should focus in better. So let me turn this around. Cup the coin again. It's a 1 ounce Perth Mint, 0.999. 0.999 squad. Second coin has the same face. I won't show you it. That's the ugly mug of the queen, I guess. No need to see ugly twice. She is one bitchy looking woman. Look at the details in the feathers, folks. Look at those details. Trying to get it to focus is very tricky. And another one. And my final I can thank Ellsworth from Montana for these. Thank you so much. And finally, in God we trust. Amen. I appreciate it. There's 158 people in this room right now. If you haven't done it, I'm going to ask you all something. I don't really ask anybody for anything, really. All I would like, if you could just, if you think I'm doing a good job, if I'm presenting the news to you in the way you like it, give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you don't like what I'm doing, I respect that as well. Give me a thumbs down. But give me one of the two, okay, folks? 158 people. It would be nice to have 158 likes. Definitely would be. I know I gripe a lot about the news. I do like to talk about silver. I really do. I bought a bunch of, the wife and I went out this weekend. We bought a bunch of, you know, I was going to say Confederate, pre-64 coins and whatnot. So we got a bunch of Morgans and quarters and whatnot. We got a bag of it right here. Dimes and whatnot. So let me pull out a couple of more. Like I said, I like to talk about silver. I know a lot of people get angry with me when I talk political. All they want to hear is silver. And I try to explain to them, you know, I love talking about silver and I would love to make people happy, but you got to talk about other things in life. There's a bunch of Morgans right there. There's what is that, a 50-cent piece or a dollar back there? They pull that out. I don't know, Little Red Pony. I just accidentally said Confederate money. This is Muslim money. This is Muslim stuff right here. Let me get that cupped. That's a 45. That's a real 45, buddy. This is Iraqi money. The Queen disliked this video. I think the Queen, just the sour puss on her face, she dislikes everything. Aristocratic, rich bitch. Peasants. You're all peasants. Give me your taxes. So yes, I'm not trying to argue with you, guy. It is an army coming up. It's definitely an army. I'll say it again. Armies normally display the flag of the country that sent them, the conquering country. That's no different than the army that's coming up from Mexico right now. They're displaying their flag. They're not displaying ours. I don't see them. See, I can have a little bit more compassion if I saw them burning their own flag and holding up and cheering the American flag, but they're doing the opposite. They're claiming this country, their countries that they're leaving, are abusing them in every way, shape, and form. There's no jobs, there's nothing there for them, yet they're holding up their own flag while they're on their way here. That's a conquering army. Mustang Gabe, you are never, ever late. So Robert Lichtenberg wants me to illuminate people about pre-65 silver. A lot of people, you know, I'll go to a bank, I'll go to a grocery store, and I'll see somebody dumping a pail of freaking coins into one of those coin machines that automatically counts the coins and throws you out a $10 bill or whatnot. They don't even know what they got. Folks, if you have any change, always look out for pre-64 quarters and dimes. There's other coins, by the way. I'm no coin expert. I know there's some other coins that were minted after 65 that had some silver in them. I think half dollars, if not the full dollars. But check it out on coinflation.com. Basically, look at all your coins. Make sure you got nothing pre-64 in them. 64 and older, because they're 90% silver. A dime would really, I don't know what the spot price is today, but let's just say a pre-64 dime probably run right around $2.50. I'm just an approx. That goes to show you what that money's worth. So definitely look at they call it junk silver. Okay. They call it junk silver. Yeah, Jimbo, they have a really great sound. A Honduran lady bought a pair of used tennis shoes from me at my yard. She paid me with 8 pre-1964 quarters. Holy crap. Damn. Where the hell? See, where did she get that, though? God. Okay, so Isaac is correcting me. He's saying a pre-64 dime is worth $1.23. But still, $1.23 versus 10 cents. Make sure you don't throw out any of those dimes, folks, and those quarters, and the half a dollars. Yes, Sergeant Silver. Junk silver is also known as constitutional silver. Tyrone, send her my way. I got more junk. He's got plenty of junk. Veritas files. I have over 800 pre-65 quarters. I think that'll be the new money eventually. That's a lot of freaking quarters, dude. 800 of them? That's amazing. That's amazing. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to get out and rant a little bit about what's going on as far as this invading army coming up from Mexico. If you missed the rant, it lasted about 11 to 12 minutes in the very beginning of this video. This video will take about 10 minutes to post once I end the video, this recording. I urge you all to come back and look at the video. Look at the first 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and leave a comment. Definitely leave a comment, because that group of people that's coming up and a second one is forming, they're not asking, they're demanding. They're demanding access to our wallets. And yet the news media outlets are trying to spin it as though we're just afraid of a different nationality. We're racist. This has nothing to do about race right now, and more about economics is what's going on in my mind. We cannot afford this. We cannot afford to tear down our wall and just have open borders. I know I can't afford to lose my job for somebody who's willing to do it for $1 or $2 less an hour. Can you afford to lose your job if somebody comes up and says, hey, I'll do his job, I'll do her job for much less, hire me? I know I can't afford it. I can't afford my taxes to go up because these people think they are entitled to welfare because they're having a hard time in life. That's what they think. They're entitled to welfare, food stamps, housing subsidies, free diapers, free cell phones. They're entitled to it. And the government's going to say, yes, we'll give it to you. But they don't give nothing. They take it from you and me and then give it to them. Just remember, make America great again, okay? Anyway, folks, I'm going to go call my wife, let her know I arrived here home safely. I just got back from the White Mountains. I appreciate a thumbs up, and I appreciate you come back again watching this video that we're talking on now, once it's posted. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to vote, okay? God bless.